Are you a hypochondriac? And did you know it's not actually called that anymore? I grew up in the 90s, and hypochondriac was a word that people used when they thought somebody was crazy, pretty much. But did you know it's an actual mental health disorder caused by trauma? And it's not called hypochondriac anymore. It's actually health anxiety, and it's a branch of regular anxiety. I've had health anxiety for most of my life, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about it. Most psychiatrists and psychologists actually believe that it stems from a type of OCD, or obsessive compulsive disorder, which is basically the need to control something because you felt that your life was out of control at some point, which brings me back to the trauma thing. For example, my personal health anxiety stems from the abuse that I endured as a kid by my own family. That trauma and the fact that I felt that there was no stability in my life at all led me to where we are now. So, what does health anxiety actually feel like? Well, for everybody, it's a little bit different. Let's say you're walking down the street and all of a sudden you get a shooting pain in your leg. Normal people would sit down and say, hey, let me take a break, see if this pain goes away. But for someone with health anxiety, you'd be like, why do I have this shooting pain in my leg? Do I have a blood clot? Is it going to go to my heart? Is it going to kill me? So now that simple thing, that little twinge that was probably benign, has led you into a panic attack, worrying about what it is. And now that panic attack is making you feel like you're literally going to die, validating the original fear that this little twinge was going to kill you. That validation is where the health anxiety gains its momentum. So now, every time you feel a little twinge or your body feels a little off, your brain goes right to panic mode. This is health anxiety. And the most annoying thing about it is that your logical brain knows that this is really nothing to worry about, but your emotional brain, that has a mind of its own.